Hello people, what's happening? I go by the name of Exegetist, previously known as J Silver, and I put up a public service announcement saying that I've changed my name from J Silver to Exegetist. So I hope you saw that one. I also let you know that I was working on a mixtape, which is seemingly so hard for me to do right now. I can't believe how hard it is to just do a mixtape. And also I'll let you know why I've changed my name, because everyone's asking me, why have you changed your name from J Silver? We liked J Silver so much. It was such a nice catchy name. Now Exegetist, I can't even spell the name. I don't even know how to pronounce it. What does it mean? But I'll let you know all about that later on. Okay, that's all good. That's all coming. I want to just get back to doing these video blogs that I was doing called Get Your Mind Open when I was J Silver. Gosh, when I was J Silver, I did these video blogs called Get Your Mind Open. I want to get back to it now. I've been away for a minute, so I want to do that. I want to talk very quickly, and I hope you listen to this. It's just to encourage you people out there. I used to put these up on YouTube and Facebook, and people enjoyed them and found them encouraging. And that's what I'm about to do here. So I just want to talk about perseverance. Now, this is probably very relevant for me right now, for what I'm just talking about doing my mixtape and trying to do this stuff that I'm trying to do. But anyway, yeah, perseverance, people. Anything worth working for, anything worth having, should I say, and obtaining, you need to persevere, okay? And one of the things about perseverance I've noticed, now we all persevere in a lot of walks of our lives, but one thing I've noticed about perseverance is people tend to quit when it takes a turn for the worst. So people are doing all right, they're persevering, they're going after something that they really want, they know they've got to work hard for it, and so on and so forth. But when it takes a turn for the worst, as if it wasn't already hard as it is, when it takes a turn for the worst, that is when people say, do you know what? I've done my best for the last 10 years, last few years now, and it's just taking a turn for the worst. That is it. I've had enough. But what I've noticed with when you're going for something, oftentimes it gets broken and it gets worse before it gets better. And I think we can all look at life experiences and say that it actually got worse before it got better. It's like getting broken, it's like dying. I know we can all relate to this, all right? This breaking down and this things just starting from scratch before it gets better again, like rebuilding. And I just want to say that's what will end up happening sometimes with most of us. So don't quit when something gets worse. Just know that the victory and the glory and the good thing is around the corner. Okay, and if I use analogies like a woman having a child, all through the 9 months she has some pains, morning sickness, she has the water retention, the backache, and all those sort of things, headache, all that stuff that comes along the way. But the pain gets worse just before she has the child. And I know some women have some very painless conceptions, but what I'm trying to say is oftentimes the pain gets worse because the child is about to come out and the glory, the real joy, the thing you've been waiting for is around the corner. Okay, now with that one, that example is probably a bad one because you know that the child is around the corner, the child is coming out, so it's something that you can probably see. Okay, now a lot of other things we don't often see, so it's harder to know that the good thing was around the corner, if that makes sense, yeah? So it's harder to know what you're waiting for, okay? If you're running a race, for example, you know where the finish line is, you know how many laps you've got left, so you know where the end result is, so you can keep going. But when you don't see that end result, it's harder. But what I want to say again is the glory is around the corner. I also want to use another analogy. I remember hearing somebody say how when you're praying for something, sometimes your prayers seemingly don't have any impact on what you're praying on or what you're praying for. But if you look at prayers as like a little drip of water tapping away, dripping on some concrete. Now the concrete is very dense, it's hard, it's solid. It doesn't seem as if that thing could ever break or get dismantled. But a drop of water will eventually erode a piece of concrete. Seemingly drop of water will eventually, if it keeps persistently dropping, drip, drip, drip on that concrete, yeah, it will eventually erode it. And our prayers is like that. It will eventually break through that stronghold. And when I say stronghold, for people that don't know what I'm talking about, talking about that barrier, that wall, that often the devil puts there in our lives, and we have to break through it. And prayer breaks through it, but it's a persistent prayer, okay? Persistent, it wears down the layers, it breaks through, and it will go through. So people, what I'm trying to say, and I'm going to end it with this, is persevere. Whether you're going for a job, whether you are looking for that lifelong partner, spouse, whatever, whether you're trying to maintain a business. I've put some examples here because I'm probably going to forget some of them. Yeah, starting a business, running a business, getting a job, promotion, if you're studying, trying to get a career, all these things, yeah, persevere in them, okay? And yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Get your mind open. That's the video blogs. I hope you enjoyed this one. Get your mind open. I'm Exegetist. Hope you like my dressing gown. Stay blessed.